folks from a good position now that your pelvis is tilting under. So you're going posterior tilt, which moves the hips in, and that's going to push the chest up because you're already engaging your glutes and your core when you tilt that way. So that's going to send this back leg in, and it's going to shut your lower half down from rotating. And when it does, when this hits the brakes, all the energy is going to go to that club head, and that club's going to slam shut. So what we're going to try to get to is from that good position at the top of the backswing, that if you had a T in a belt loop, so if I put a T right there, I'm going to try to point that T down. So right now your T would point up. I want to take that T and I want to try to point it between my heels. So if I can point that T between my heels, that will create that space you're talking about, because it feels like you're getting jammed up and you have to stand up. Point the T between your heels. That puts your pelvis in what's called anterior tilt. And when it's tilted, now the pelvis can rotate around. Now, yes, it will go back into posterior when you turn these on. That's why it's called early extension. This is extending early versus pointing down and rotating and then extending after towards impact. So point the T down between the heels, and then you should be able to keep this right knee back behind the toe line when you do that versus that one. So the right knee stays inside the toe line, point the T down and rotate. This would be a good visual. You could do this. Take this club, just hold it right over your knee, over your toes, point the T down, and see how much you can turn while keeping this here. You can see, I can start to see that left hip, plenty of room here. And now that lets your lower body rotate and stabilizes that club face. We can move on to a finish without that face slamming.